Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a review on a foundation that I've been wanting to try for the longest time, and it's this one right here. It's the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. Everyone who's tried it seems to love it, so I wanted to see if I love it as well. This foundation was, I believe, £32 on the Debenhams website. It's a lot more expensive than the foundation that I'm currently using, which is this one right here from L'Oreal, which is like £9 I think. So I'm hoping to like it, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm in the color Light 44 Cool, and I was tested back in Spain at Sephora, so I'm hoping the lady didn't lie to me and this is actually my color. I believe they've changed the packaging slightly, so it looks like this, the newest one. I think the writing and stuff was a bit different, but I like that it has a pump, but you can close it with this thing here. But with this thing here, it just won't go anywhere. If you're traveling with it and you have it on your suitcase or something, you don't have to worry about it, but you have to keep this little thing safe, and then it's just a regular pump. So for this video, on this side of my skin, I put moisturizer on, and on this side, I didn't. Now normally with this foundation here, I don't apply anything on my skin before foundation because that's the way that it looks the best, but because I don't know how this is gonna work, this is the first time that I'm trying it. I just did both and see what works best. So I've just pumped a little bit here. That's a pump and a half. As you can see, that's the consistency that it has. It's not too runny. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply with this Real Techniques sponge that I always use. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. It's a bit thicker than I expected, really. It's a bit thicker than that L'Oreal one. I don't know if you guys have tried that, but yeah, it's a bit thicker than that. I've got a mirror there, so that's why I'm looking over there, but it goes on really smoothly. I'm quite liking it. Like, actual first impression, I do like the way it looks already, but it does make me slightly worried because foundations that are usually like this, it looks quite matte as well, and foundations that look like this usually cake on me after a couple hours, so I'm a bit worried about it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if you can see already, I've applied it on my forehead and then on this side of my face. You can definitely tell the difference from both sides, so I would say it has like a medium to high coverage, which I quite like. I'm also noticing you have to work quite quickly with it because it will dry out quite soon. So if you're one of those people that puts it all over the face and then goes with the blender or whatever you're using to blend it in, don't do that, just do like little bits because it will dry out. I do think a pump and a half was good enough for all my face, so that's good to know because it doesn't really like use up that much foundation. And this is what it looks like with just my foundation on. I don't think you can tell from this far, but it doesn't really cover up my pores that much. They're quite noticeable still, but it's really matte. It doesn't look like I need any powder on. I don't know if I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of because I do have oily skin, so it might just go everywhere in a couple hours, but it doesn't look like I need anything on top. It looks really fresh and really nice. It is matte and it is quite like medium high coverage, but I would say it looks quite natural on, so I do really like that. First impressions, I really do like it, but I want to see what it looks like in a couple hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, like concealer, blush, contour and all that stuff, and then I'll come back to you guys. So I've done the rest of my makeup, and from what I can see, it still looks really amazing. I put a bit of powder on top just because I'm paranoid that it's gonna go everywhere and just melt off my face, but it looks really matte and really nice. It doesn't look cakey as of right now. We'll see in a few hours. It does go a little bit into the lines of your face, like on my forehead. I do notice that it goes into the lines because when I do my makeup, I do move my forehead a bit. So because of that, if your skin's on the drier side, I would not recommend this foundation because I think it would just go into every little bit of dryness and all your like patches and stuff. So I think this is only good for like combination to oily skin people. I'm really excited to see how it wears throughout the day. I do really like it right now. I feel like I have this, it is looking more pink on camera than in real life, I feel, just because of the lighting and stuff, but it does look quite nice. It is my color. Like I said, this is 44, but I will come back in a few hours and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so it is 4 hours later. The light has changed, obviously that's why my nose is all lit up, but let me tell you my thoughts. The foundation is still there, pretty great. It's there everywhere, and I've touched my face, like I usually touch my face and like scratch myself and things like that, and it's all there. So the staying power is really good so far. I have noticed it getting a bit oily around my nose area, like around here it gets a bit oily, but that happens with every foundation because that's just how my skin works. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing for the foundation, it's just my skin. I have also noticed it getting a bit cakey, like not noticeably, like if you're really close to my face, you would see it. But if you're like at this distance, if you were a person, like if the camera was a person looking at me at this distance, it wouldn't really be that noticeable. I think next time that I try it on, I'm gonna try to do a thinner layer of foundation and see if that makes it less cakey, because I might have used a bit more than I should have. Also, I don't really notice any difference from the side that had moisturizer on and the side that didn't. So if that's a concern of yours, that you like using moisturizer before or you don't, it really does not make a difference at all. Like, I can't see a difference. I do see my pores being a bit bigger on the side with the moisturizer, but I don't know if the pores on that side are just bigger than on this side, because I haven't noticed that before. I don't know. I don't really look at my skin that up close usually. So now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, is that the foundation or is it just my face that's like that? So if anything, I would like the side without the moisturizer a bit better, but I do think they look pretty equal. It's still looking pretty matte for how oily my skin usually is. In the 4 hours time wear, I usually would have had to blot at least once, and I haven't had to do that, and I don't feel the need to do it. So I do feel like it controls oils pretty good. I'm not sure if that's something it's supposed to do or not. It does say it's 24-hour wear, full coverage, and transfer resistant matte finish. So I don't know, but it's staying pretty good. It is quite matte, and I'm not really needing to blot my face. I am very much loving the finish of this foundation right now, and I feel like it's getting to the point where it might stop being as good as it is. So I will come back in a couple more hours and tell you what I think by the end of the day. I'm back. It's 8.5 hours after I first applied my makeup, and here's what I think. I'm definitely seeing all of the pores right now. I'm definitely seeing how it's looking a bit cakey and not so nice. Obviously, it's 8.5 hours afterwards, so I wouldn't really expect it to last more than 6 hours, at least on my skin, from what I've experienced with other foundations. I did have to blot my face, but with that said, it does blot quite nicely. You know how some foundations, you blot it and it kind of takes the foundation away? It didn't do it for this one. It stayed there nicely, so that's a plus if you can blot and still look okay. I do wonder, and I'll try it next time, but I do wonder if it looks different if I apply a primer, especially if you use one that's gonna make your pores less noticeable. Then I feel like it might be the best foundation that I've tried. So yes, I do love this foundation. I do think it's worth the price tag that it has, but I don't love it a lot more than I do my L'Oreal that I showed you. So I don't think I would use it for every day. I will use it for special occasions and things like that, but for every day I don't think it's gonna replace my other one. But I do love it. I do think it has really nice coverage. It stays on for a really long time, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I really hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!